Hey guys, what I'm doing right now, I'm heating my motor up. I'm gonna get it up to about 220 degrees, and I'm gonna do a little bit of tuning. Show you how to tune it, get it sounding good. This is just the sock that I cut out and cut a little hole in it so I could get my. We were at about 185. I'm gonna get it up to about 215, 220, because this it's an old motor, but the internals are fairly new. It's only got about a gallon and a half on the everything but the crankshaft. You always want to preheat your motor, always. I don't care if it's 100 degrees outside and your motor's got 5 gallons on it. It don't matter. You should always preheat your motor. It's just, it starts better. It's better on the internals. Make sure your piston's at bottom dead center when you're heating it, or I do. This motor right here has been sitting for a couple weeks, and it's got some 3-in-1 oil in it, so it's going to probably be a little bit harder to start than normal because of the 3-in-1 oil. But I use good VP fuel, 30% prorate, so it should it'll clean it right out. You just take your sock. Cut it. I got 3 good sleeves out of 1 sock, and I got this left over. I can make 2 more if I wanted. Well, you want that block nice and hot. Anyway, I'm gonna richen it up for y'all and show y'all what a rich setting sounds like, what a lean setting sounds like. I got to get a heat gun. This thing, I have a head warmer heater, but it's just so much easier to use a blow dryer. That way I don't have to worry about the batteries, and probably getting pretty close. Now, see, I'm going to get it up to about 190 and we're going to go out. That's enough. I got to get a heat gun there.
Okay.
I'm gonna get this nice and hot, then I'm gonna take it outside on the porch and I'll show y'all. I'm gonna go in just a second. When I turn the blow dryer off, we're gonna go out.
Alright. I'm gonna keep it rolling.
Alright, let's go.
Let's go.
You have that fuel bottle?
Throw it on my bump box.
Nice socks.
I know, right? Happy 4th of July, guys. Let's see, so I got my glow plug a little bit loose. I'm gonna turn my radio on and my receiver. I'm gonna prime it. Turn the idle up. You get down in here. have to do, guys, I'm gonna take my glow plug out. Just to clean out. I already flushed it with the fuel when I primed it, so there's some fuel in there. So I'm gonna take my glow plug out, and I'm gonna get a, just stay right here. I'll be right back. I'm gonna get a shop towel and I'll show you. So I got the glow plug out. I'm gonna put this over top. And oh man, you can smell that 3-in-1 oil. I know there's a lot in there. And it'll blow it out.
Are you trying to start it right now? What are you doing?
No, I'm blowing. The pressure is blowing the 3-in-1 and the fuel out. Hopefully that'll do it.
Oh.
I'm gonna leave my glow plug a little bit loose, like I said. I'm gonna leave the niter on there for a minute. Normally, you should not mess with these needles unless, well, I mean, it's at operating temp, but you don't want to mess with your needles until your motor's at operating temperature. You don't do any tuning until it's at temperature. Guys, this glow plug may be, there we go, there's some life. Turn the idle down a little bit. It's gonna run real inconsistent for a minute until that stuff clears out, that 3-in-1. So I'm gonna put the stock back on and just let it idle for a minute and get it back up to a good operating temp. I'm gonna turn the idle up just a little bit. Just a 3-needle carb. Alright, so you got your idle screw right here. Over here, come around. Right here's your low speed. And I'm gonna put the stock on. That's a pretty good temp. Now that it's all cleared out. So, once you get it to operating temperature, every carburetor is a little bit different. I'm going to give it a few revs to get the temp up a little bit higher. You always start, you don't touch anything until it's preheated. If you do have to adjust something, only adjust the idle. Once you get the idle, you know, right now I've got it idle up a little bit high, and I'll keep it that way for a little while. But you always start your tuning with your high-speed needle. You want to get that where it's supposed to be first. And then you may have to adjust your idle a little bit after you adjust your high-speed needle, but then you'll adjust your low-speed needle. Always start with your high-speed first, though. She's pretty rich. rich right now. Real rich. So I'm gonna lean out the high-speed needle a little bit. But first I'm gonna turn the idle down some. And I'm gonna lean the high-speed needle out just a little bit. Do little turns at a time. You want to go no more than maybe 2 or 3 hours at a time. And as you get closer and closer to optimal tune, you want to do less and less. So as you get closer and closer to the perfect tune, you do smaller adjustments until performance gets the best. You keep adjusting until the performance starts to worsen, then you go back. Wow, this thing is rich. See all that smoke? See how the idle's running on, guys? I'm going to turn the idle down. After you get it good and cleared out, the way to test your, to check the hot speed, you want to start really slow on the throttle and slowly accelerate all the way through the RPM range. Slow on the trigger. Hear how fat it is? I'm going to lean it out a little bit more. You always want to clear out the carburetor after each adjustment. Turn the idle down a little bit. Check my temp. Good temp. Nice and slow. That's a lot better. Still going to lean it out just a little bit more. At the end of the RPM range, when your high-speed needle is right, it has a nice, like a zing to it. It's all about hearing. Tuning your engine is mainly about the sound. See all the smoke in the low part of the RPM range? The low-speed needle is kind of rich as well. Still a little bit rich. Hold it tight. You don't have to do like that. See how it bogs down in the later stages of RPM and the high RPMs? Get it out just a little bit. Notice that I don't stay high on the throttle for too long. It's always for a quick little bleed just to check to see the tune. Alright, I'm going to turn the idle down a little bit. there. I can go a little bit leaner, but I'm gonna leave it right there. That's perfect. Okay, I'm gonna adjust the low speed just a little bit. I'm gonna lean it out just a little bit. I only go about an hour at a time on the low speed. Hear that? Nice and smooth. That's it right there, guys. Ready, hit the track. Drop the idle just a little bit. That way, you want a nice smooth idle. I should be able to get all the way to RPMs and hit the brakes, and it should go right back to idle. Just like that. That's perfect. All right, guys, like and subscribe. I'll have more videos for y'all soon. Thank you.